It's your boy Degenerates Outplaying Nerds, also known as Coffin. So, I'm going to go over a tip video for how to play Jason. So, as Jason, a lot of you people are getting used to playing Friday the 13th a little more, and I've learned a really awesome way to just kill everyone real fast. So, it all starts off in the beginning. So, in the beginning, you can grab your first or second knife, and when you look at it, you usually gain with 3 knives in the beginning. Always go to the phone box first. Even though you may say, well, why am I going to the phone box whenever I can go to the main house and kill someone there? The phone box doesn't you can go there and there's almost someone guaranteed almost near the phone box always. And the phone box may go to the main house as well on Packenyack and on Higgins Haven. But usually you have a guaranteed chance of finding someone at the phone box. So I always recommend going to the phone box first, and trap there, and hunt down someone over there. Or just scaring the shit out of them, so whenever you need to find them a little bit, you can find them pretty fast. The reason I say that for is it makes it a lot easier for actual finding people, tracking them down, and killing them. And if you know where you place your bear traps, like I place my bear traps solely at the phone box, and I place them over at the blue car. So it usually makes it a lot easier. Here's another one for you. When you're using your knives, you don't have to go hold L1 and go looking for them. Just tap it real quickly. Usually you can find them pretty fast. It has auto aim assist if you're looking right at them, so it'll go right to them. That's what I recommend doing. It'll help out in the long term of actual playing because you spend less time trying to aim and hit them. You can just quick throw it and you have a really high chance of getting in anyways. If you see someone with a bat, press L2 as they swing so that you don't get they don't swing at you as they don't get the free hit on you if you come through a doorway, something like that. That usually helps out. A lot of people get pissed off about it. They're like, but how are you dodging my swing that totally hit you? Like, I'm grabbing you. I said that you're hitting. So, and Jason's grab has priority.
Come here. I'm not done with you.
Now, so you're probably wondering, so why I chose Part 8. Part 8 is the reason I chose him is because he has the breakdown ability. He can knock down almost any door in less than 3 swings. So it's pretty great. 3 swings or less, and he can knock down any door on the map. Let's talk about the shift real quick. The shift, you never want to shift on them. You want to shift ahead of them where you think they're going to be at. So the shift, whenever you do it, you shift where they should be going in the next phase, so you can actually fight them or grab them, and a quick grab without them knowing you're there. Sometimes, if you're good enough in your shift and you shift right on them and they haven't moved, great. But if they're running from you and you know they're running, just shift to the place where you think they're going to be, and just grab right there, like I just did right there. And it's going to be the greatest way to grabbing someone. And you're probably wondering, well, what if everyone has pocket knives? Who cares? You grabbed them once and they're scared and they're going to be running away for a little bit, and you can still see them when you sense them for a few seconds. Unless they have a really high sneak and they have a chance of avoided sense, then it's still, whatever. You still got to track them down. You're Jason. So there's a lot of different Jasons that you can use. I choose Part 8 just because of the pure factor that I like his shift ability. It's really fast. It goes for a long period of time. You can use other people who have a slower shift, like the Part 2. Part 2 has a really slow shift, but I don't recommend it just because I like to hunt people down and catch them, make them keep running, make them lose stamina. It usually helps out a lot. One very useful tip is if you're in if you turn off the power in a house, turn on your sense, and it usually helps out a lot because it lightens up the room for you, so you can see things a lot better while the counselor's still in the dark. That's a really good one. I found out that actually helps out a lot. So you're probably wondering, so this video, you said it was 100% kill all counselors. Yes. So the way I play it is the same way I play Jason every time. Go to the power box, turn off the power, If you have anyone there, just play with them for a few until you get your morph ability back, so you can morph to the next power area. Because the main goal is you don't want Tommy coming in so they can try to kill you, right? So what I recommend on that is by just keep the power off as much as you can so they can't actually use the whole Tommy thing against you. Now, when there's later in the video, you'll shoot secret people and I'll tell you what I do there, but until then, we'll talk about more about how to actually hunt down people. What I recommend doing is always, like, if the person's going in and out of windows, just start breaking the windows around the house, so they start taking damage over time for actually going in and out of windows. If you know where a person's going to go and you've already been there already, knocking down a door, just shift right into the door where you think they're going to jump into the window. Usually helps out. I always say knock down as many doors as you can as Jason, early on or something like that, just because if you have time, usually helps out with tracking down people. As you see right here, the door was unlocked, but I didn't care. There's a lot of players out there who will try to hit you as you open the door, but they always forget that there's a few seconds, like a second or two, that you sit there and you pretty much have, like, well, I'm gonna take this from For Honor. You have hyper armor basically. You cannot be stunned, you cannot be shot, you pretty much are like invincible for that few seconds, because you are still in an animation of destroying something. It's just like being an animation of killing someone. You cannot be harmed in that fashion. So if you remember where you put all your bear traps, it makes it a lot easier to actually kill someone, because they have to deal with the fact that you have bear traps set up in certain areas, and if you're near one of the areas that you have bear traps and you look around and you don't see no one there,
Get down from there.
you can always just look at the next area and see that there is an open room for you to go morph to where you need to go. I always try to keep my morph ability open. I don't morph as much as everyone else thinks you should. I morph when need be, and I use my shift more often because the Part A shift is a very long shift. He can track people down for a good amount of time, and it's really hard for people to get away as he uses his morph.
Everyone has pocket knives.
Now you gotta remember, a lot of people in this game, they're gonna be finding all the pocket knives. I think there's like a total of 6 pocket knives on each map. So just remember that if you're looking for people, just remember that there's a certain limit of pocket knives on the map. So remember, some people are gonna have 2 to 3, some people are gonna have none. So you may get lucky and it grabs, you may not. Just remember that. And when you go into a group, you can try to grab the main person. I always try to grab the smartest person, usually between like Deborah or the fat kid, just because they have a really high repair. It usually helps out in the end because it makes it harder for everyone else to repair things. Always take care of the smartest people first, and try to avoid, let's say, like Tommy or Deborah or the fat guy, Eric, I believe, from fixing anything, because if he fixes anything, it's going to be very inconvenient on you, because that means they're going to have the car ready, and they're going to get the car ready real fast because they have a really quick repair speed, and it really sucks. See, like right here, I aimed just for Tommy, like I hit. So after you get, like, if there's in a group, just start slashing away. It makes people lose a lot of life, and it's going to be very inconvenient on all of them. Usually helps out in the end. If there's anyone putting a shotgun at you, just start doing like semicircles, because a shotgun can't hit you if you're moving. It can hit you if you're moving in just one direction though. Always try to injure someone, and if you think they're going to start piling on the car, just start picking them off one by one. I always try to grab the person with the smartest people in the game, just to make it harder for them to even fix anything. Now, like, that's the reason why I do so good sometimes, because I hunt down the smartest people and I don't let them run away as fast, because it makes it harder for them to actually get away and complete things in the game. Now I messed up on the shift. It took me a while to learn how to do the shift perfectly for cars, but there's like a little technique to it. So what you want to do is you want to shift ahead of the car, and try to stay in front of the car as you shift, so they can't get away. And like a lot of people, they always get scared during this part because they don't know what to do. They're scared. They're not thinking straight. And all you gotta do is just keep farming around the car because they're just gonna keep walking back in and out of the car. Now these guys were a little smarter because they're actually my friends and they know how to play a little bit. So they try to make you walk away from the car, which is a smart idea. But if you're looking around, you're gonna know that one person's gonna try to be the distraction, and one person's gonna try to make it harder for you to actually get the kills off. So I'll always get the person that's trying to hide first, and then get the person who's trying to get away afterwards. Usually, or something like that. Just like flip out every now and then. It makes it difficult for them to figure out who you're going after. I was going after one to bring out the other that had the shotgun. Now, this person messed up here, so all I had to do was shift near him, and then watch. Like this is the shift I was talking about. So all I got to do is shift in front of the car a little bit. I don't remember how I messed that up, but I don't know how he messed that up. I think he hit something that wasn't there. What I got to do is just keep on people near the car, and you're pretty much guaranteed like free kills over and over. In this game, I finished off everyone. It was a really quick match. I think I just hit rage mode, so as you can see, when you hit rage mode as Jason, it's like the best thing to do because everything's on a short cooldown. Keep popping your sends, keep popping your shift, keep popping your morph, because you'll get it back really fast, and it's like it's guaranteed. Like you got like I think it's like half the time it usually takes to regenerate. That's pretty much like the main tips I can tell you about playing as Jason, otherwise watching the gameplay. But I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy.
No, my axe is always stuck when you